Hi guys, welcome back to my Brave XPS guide. Now I'm gonna review Legendary Guardian Auron. So like you know that he is finisher like Sephiron and Tifa, but the difference is he is super limit burst character. And I can say it is probably better as a SLB character for this type of character. You will learn about that later. And Auron specializes on killing plant and fairy, which is great if you fight against them, I can say. And the main difference is he has great true double hand, 300% true double hand, 200% limit burst damage, and 100% chain modifier cap. And I can say they are pretty good stats. For a comparison, Sephiroth only get 200% true double hand. Okay, so there is nothing I can complain about his offensive passives here. And another difference compared to Sephiroth and Tifa is, like you know that Sephiroth and Tifa are chainer when they are not use their limit burst, but for Auron he is a finisher because yes, he can deal 100 times win physical damage. Again, it is nothing special but nice if you need win in peril, but the best is this, okay? 160 times non-elemental critical attack. So critical means this attack deals 240 times damage. And sure, it is great damage, but it has 5% chance to miss. But if I'm not mistaken, true double hand character has greater accuracy, right? So I'm not sure whether that gonna affect this 5% chance to miss or not, but yes, I think this is really good finishing skill because with triple cast you can deal like 720 times damage per turn, which is not bad on your off turn. Another problem is this is non-elemental attack. So unless you have someone who imbue you with, let's say, wind element or other element, this not gonna deal much damage. Okay, he cannot imbue himself with wind element. That's another weakness I can find. And for greatness ability, it is same like Tifa and Sephiroth, but it is for wind attack. 50% wind damage, 280% attack, 200% limit burst damage. And this is another thing I don't like, okay? Because if you remember, Tifa and Sephiroth gets like 250% limit burst damage buff. Again, this is not a huge problem if you, let's say, use like Roka, who able to give better buff to your characters, okay? But if you don't bring limit burst damage buffer, this can become a problem. And that's it. Very simple character. And I can say his breaks are useless because they are only 70%. So yes, just forget he even able to break. And for super limit burst, like you can see that it's kind of complete, okay? 25% katana in peril, 80% defense. And yes, they are about the same like Sephiroth, but for Auron there is another extra, and that is 100% plant and fairy killer. So this is really nice because Tifa and Sephiroth doesn't get this, okay? And for normal limit burst, it deals 200 times wind damage. It imperil wind resist by 125% and gives him 150% limit burst damage. So I can say it's about the same like Tifa and Sephiroth, okay, not much different. Okay, and I can say this Auron is really nice. You will see later when I compare him to Sephiroth. So let's go to comparison. So first of all, I prefer Auron than Sephiroth is because he doesn't need to stack the limit burst. Like you know that Sephiroth base damage on Brave Shift form start at 200 times. So yes, I have said this multiple times. SLB character cannot use their limit burst on the first turn. Okay, and that's not a problem for Auron because Auron normal limit burst also deal 200 times base damage. So it is the same like Sephiroth and Tifa base damage. Okay, so it's not a problem. And talking about waiting, just in case for SLB character, okay? So SLB character need to wait, let's say, I assume you have X+2, so you need to wait 4 turns to be able to use their SLB. And within that 4 turns, if you use Sephiroth or Tifa, I don't think you can easily stack the damage for your Brave Limit Burst, okay? Because on stacking, you may accidentally kill your enemies. So yeah, I have seen trick like raise the enemy Dark Resist or give them like damage mitigation, but you don't need to do that when using Auron, okay? Simply wait for 4 turns and then tada, 350 times damage. So that's why I prefer Auron than Sephiroth and Tifa, okay? And yes, like I said, don't worry on fast situation like Dark Vision, because on the early turn, his normal limit burst deal the same damage like Sephi and Tifa. Okay, so yes, pretty good. And if you take a look on the stats, I can say that Auron through double hand is of course better, 300% versus 200%. But again, Sephiroth here gets much better attack boost. So really, there is no clear winner on this department. The problem for Auron is his survivability, guys. For Sephiroth, Sephiroth gets like physical evasion, fatal damage protection. Those are really important, especially physical evasion, because some trials kinda need us to have 100% physical evasion. And that is really nice for Sephiroth because he doesn't need to compensate on his ability slot because he has nice physical evasion. But for character like Auron, who doesn't have any physical evasion, that can be troublesome. Okay, that's one of his weakness. And for limit burst damage buff, Auron only gives himself 200%. Sephiroth gives himself 250%. I have talked about this. But yes, that's all for the comparison. The damage modifier, etc. is the same, 350 times. So yes, really, the main difference is the element. Okay, if you don't need win element that much and you already have Sephiroth, I don't think you should chase Auron. So my conclusion for Auron. So yes, he is just another variant of Sephiroth. So like I said, he is great when you need win Sephiroth, but if you don't care about different element, what you want to have is the next jump in terms of damage, I don't think you should chase Auron. Okay, and I can say that yes, Super Limit Burst is better for this type of character because like I said, you don't need to stack damage, which lead to less setup not to kill the enemy accidentally. Okay, and another good thing about Auron is his Trust Mastery Word, STMR, and then Vision Card. They are absolutely best, okay? Especially the Trust Mastery Word. Take a look here, 80% attack. This is STMR level on the past. Now it is only Trust Mastery Word, and additional to 80% attack, you also get 50% Esper bonus stats. And yes, I can say that for me, veteran players, it is really easy to max out your attack stats. Okay, once you have maxed your attack through double hand, you really kinda run out of option to increase your character's offensive power. What's left is this one, Esper bonus stats. And this type of boost still kinda rare on this game, I can say, okay? So yes, I can say this is really decent Trust Mastery Word, okay? Make sure you get it. Let's say you get Auron, make sure you get this Trust Mastery Word before you convert him into Fragment. Same for the STMR, because for the STMR, you need 2 of this, okay? 2 Auron to maximize his attack. This is another weakness because let's say you have Sephiroth. If you remember Sephiroth get 500 attack from free in quote Masamune and then his STMR, which means you only need to have 1 Sephiroth. Okay, you can raise him into X+2 and then tada, you get his STMR and that's it. But for Auron, you cannot do that, okay? Because if you only raise one Auron and level him up using fragments, then that means you only have one Auron's jug. So yes, lower attack. Okay, so it's same like Tifa situation. Okay, you need 2 Tifa to get 2 of her STMR. Okay, but yes, this STMR is also really good. 80 attack, one of the highest, if not the highest attack boost, attack raw boost for STMR. Okay, raw attack boost. Sorry guys, I really complicated English. But yes, this is really good STMR. Not mentioning you also get 50% limit per damage, so this is really insane, especially for Final Fantasy. Not actually, this only works for Auron if I'm not mistaken. Not sure anymore. Okay, but yeah, that's it. Really good Trust Mastery Word STMR, and his vision card is also obviously good. Okay, no need to doubt about it. It is premium vision card after all. You can only get it on X+3. So in the end, I can give Auron 10 out of 10, but because he is limited to wind element, so yeah, 9.5. Okay. So I think that's all you need to know. Thank you very much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more Final Fantasy Brave Exvius guide. Bye bye guys.